Tonight, the governor and the mayor are facing calls to do more for our communities of color as evidence mounts that they are bearing the brunt of this pandemic. CBS 2's Marcia Kramer has this story.
It may be because 75% of all frontline workers are people of color. It may be poor communication of warnings about COVID-19. But as evidence mount that the city's hotspots are frequently minority communities, officials are calling Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio to task. Public advocate Imani Williams calling for an even stricter lockdown, fewer people working.
We need to get a week or two where we restrict movement and lessen construction so that we don't have people sardined in trains anymore.
Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams slamming officials for not making a greater effort to reach people who don't speak English. He says you have to tell people to social distance, wash their hands, and wear masks in ways they understand.
What languages did we put that in? What ethnic newspapers and communications and radio stations did we say that to? So we can't think we are talking to people when in fact we're talking to ourselves.
Lisa George lives in Southeast Queens, one of the hot zones where there are no testing sites and just one hospital. She's terrified.
I find myself not sleeping well at night. I'm getting up all hours of the night worried that I might catch the coronavirus.
Mayor de Blasio admits there is a racial disparity.
I do think there's strategies that we might be able to innovate to try and figure out where we can get particularly more education efforts and more multilingual education efforts to communities that need them.
State officials say that people in economically disadvantaged communities often have more underlying health problems.
Anyone who has underlying medical conditions ends up with this virus or any other virus that puts them more at risk.
Both Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio say they're trying to get more information on the ethnic breakdown of those affected by the pandemic. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.